All right, good day, guys. Good day to you all. Big match are going, guys. Big match are going. Brother Parks, what's happening, man? Big match going on right now, guys. Bailey versus Michail Antonio. Had to do a watch along. It's been a while since I've done a watch along, but we had to do one, man. West Ham starting on the front foot. Cameron Leon Bailey right now. What's happening, guys? Reggae boy, watch along. We had to do a watch along, guys. We had to do a watch along. Yeah, man, Kevin. Big up, man. Big up, big up. We're doing the watch along. Leon Bailey versus Michail Antonio. Three minutes gone into this one, guys. Still nil all. But so far, West Ham is controlling this one. Ball up to the top to Michail Antonio. Michail lost his balance, though. So a long ball to Michail followed by a long ball to Leon Bailey. What's happening, man? What's happening? West Ham so far, the better of the two teams. West Ham pressing Aston Villa high up the pitch. Aston Villa lose it. West Ham come again. Another attempted ball over the top, this time a diagonal to find. Who is that? Ben Rama out wide on the left. Play switched out wide right. Cutting inside 1-0, guys. 1-0. West Ham have taken the lead. Johnson. West Ham have taken the lead, guys. West Ham is flying. West Ham is flying. West Ham is flying. The play was progressing through the central channel. Switched it out wide. The West Ham player decided to cut inside to be a goal threat in the half space. Got past the left back Cresswell and found the far post. It was a good shot. It was a good shot. Well placed. Well placed. Yeah, man. It's a well-run team, man. Well-run team. Aston Villa right now, guys, seems to be a bit all over the place. I think Villa are still trying to figure things out. They didn't have a good preseason at all. You know, they had games cancelled due to COVID and all of those other stuff. They didn't have a good preseason, and I think it has really affected them at the start of this season. Right? They're the real inconsistent that we have seen. What? Who not joke, mate? That you we just score can play for Jamaica too? But then they're all over the place, man. Michail Antonio need to talk to him, man. Michail Antonio needs to speak to have a word with him. They're not joker, man are shy. Yeah, man, smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. Free and easy way to support the channel. Aston Villa have gone backwards this season. They have been poor so far. Yeah, man, I think it's the bad preseason, and, you know, they have had a couple of players that have come in, and they never really had that preseason to blood them into the team, so to speak. All right, they're trying to get a foothold back in this game. Ball over the top for Leon Bailey. Leon controls it in the box. Yeah, Villa struggling to put, you know, passes together. Villa really struggling to put passes together. All right, Villa try to come again. Villa trying to settle the game. Ball to Leon Bailey. Oh, God. That pass wasn't meant for I think that's target. That pass wasn't meant for him, but, you know, he kept it in play for Bailey. Spared his blushes. Throw in deep into Aston Villa's attacking third on the left-hand side of the pitch. By the way, Leon is starting out left, guys. For those of you who don't have eyes on the game, Bailey is starting out left. One, you know the website that normally have the tracker? I keep on go up on the website and the tracker is not available. I don't know what's taking place. I can't find the tracker for put up on the screen to give the viewers more of an idea of what is taking place. Throw in. Who is that? Bailey. Did Bailey just take that throw in? A Bailey that me just see with I mean, it was an attempted long throw. It wasn't too bad of a throw from Leon. Oh yeah, but me see something that the other day with it, man. Me see JD the other day with it, so it seemed to be up and working. But me no know what taking place. Me now when me go on my device and look at it, me no see it. Yeah man, it's been a while since I've done a watch along, for technical reasons, but we have to try and pull off one this morning, man. Boy, the whole Aston Villa, they're trying to put passes together and progress the play down the left, but boy, right now it just disjointed, man. It just disjointed. Villa need a miracle. Yeah, as I said, man, I think the bad preseason. I think the bad preseason really affected Aston Villa, man. They did not have the best preseason, and I think as right now, I still think Aston Villa is in preseason. Probably in our era, cause the region even the interface change. Yeah, probably. Big up, coach. Big up, Travis. Big up, Woon. Big up, everybody who's watching, man. Yeah, Kevin. Live score now work. It not that even coach say in the comment section. Live score not working at all. I don't know what take place. All of a sudden, live score now work. All right, so Villa has a player down. Jacob Ramsey, I think it is. Yeah, ooh. But it look like it's a off the ball thing still. It never look like nobody make contact with him. Those are the real worrying ones, man. And by the way, Ramsey, if I'm not mistaken, eligible for play for Jamaica too as well. Yo, this is crazy, coach. So the brother was stitched the goal for West Ham a while ago. The man eligible for play for Jamaica, that one say, I know say one know what you talk about, So you have Michail, you have Leon. Ali Watkins at one point was eligible, right? Ashley Young, if I'm not mistaken, at one time was eligible. The guy was stitched to goal, right? Apparently is eligible. Jacob Ramsey is eligible. There's a ton load of players out on the pitch right now. Is either are Jamaican internationals are eligible to play for Jamaica or at one point in time was eligible to play. All right, Ramsey coming off, guys. Ashley Young. That's worrying for the youngster. Off the ball incident, he went down. That's worrying for the youngster. Ashley Young has come in to replace him. I wonder if there will be a change. Bailey out on the right took a shot. Free kick into the box, found Bailey at the back post. Settled it, took the shot, but it went straight at the keeper on the right-hand side of Villa's attacking third. West Ham on the counter. Switch the ball out to, is that Michail Antonio? Yes, it is out wide. Lays it after overlapping fullback. Ball in the box. Ooh, West Ham. Ooh. Ooh, guys, West Ham nearly went 2-0 up a while ago. Yeah, it looks so Travis. It looks so for real. Boy, Villa holding on for dear life right there. Hey, you see if the Villa player they never get in front of the ball, trust me, man. They're just replaying Bailey's shot inside of his own box on the right hand side of his penalty box. It was hit with venom, but straight at the goalkeeper, so comfortable for him. But Villa again defending or cross into the box. They defended it well. They put who is that? Something that when name Soucek. They put him under good pressure. And so the header never really troubled them. Villa tried to build out from the back once more. Right, they had a passage of play a while ago where they were clinging on. clinging on. Villa deep in their attacking third in the penalty box now. Cash crosses the ball. Goes out for goes out for West Ham, throwing deep into their own half. Alright guys, 17 minutes into this one. West Ham leading Aston Villa 1-0. Alright. West Ham winning the ball in a dangerous era. Villa has not comfortably dealt with the West Ham high press. However, they win back possession after being in a vulnerable situation a while ago. Long ball over the top looking for Ali Watkins, defended well. Yeah man, Dre, big up, big up, big up. Yeah, Aston Villa right now are having serious problems trying to develop the play. It's just not connecting, man. Yeah, man, big up, Dre. Big up every time, man. West Ham have pressed high again. Michail Antonio flying down the wide channel. West Ham are realizing that Aston Villa are not dealing with the press well. Michail Antonio, who tried to cross it back into the box, but poor cross, man. Poor. Blasted it like into Mars, man. Yeah. The Aston Villa keep on losing the ball in dangerous positions, guys. "20 minutes into this one, guys. West Ham leading Aston Villa 1-0. Michail Antonio leading Leon Bailey 1-0. So it appears as if there has been a change in the shape ever since the substitution. Aston Villa seems to be playing, if I'm not mistaken, a 3-4-3. They have to be reverting to long balls because they're not progressing the ball. Bailey back out on the left, being double teamed. Villa wins a throw. Ashley Young to take it. Good hold up by Antonio. He does that so well for West Ham. West Ham trying to counter, but Aston Villa would have repelled them backwards. You know, Cash broke up that counter attack, so that was good because, you know, if they had gotten past Cash on that occasion, trust me, man, Villa would have been in some problems. Reggae Boy watch along, guys. Michail Antonio for West Ham versus Leon Bailey for Aston Villa. Well, they were trying to play the ball into Michail Antonio, but the pass was played a bit behind him. Villa tried to counter. However, West Ham stopped that counter very well. Bailey on the ball again. Hey, you realize how tight they are playing to Bailey? You realize how, yeah man, Shavan, real talk, man. You see the thing is, Shavan, their build-up is so disjointed that them just have to revert to going long. But guys, you see how tight they are playing to Leon Bailey? Them not give Bailey no space, you know. 54% possession to West Ham's 46. So Villa actually have more possession, but West Ham with more attempts, 5. And obviously they have the goal as well. So Villa have more possession, but what are they doing with it? Dean Smith needs to get this Villa thing together, and he needs to get it together fast. Bailey making a move into the half space. Ooh, the cross wasn't the best. The cross wasn't the best, but Villa regained possession. Some quick feet there from Leon Bailey. West Ham had problems reading what he was going to do on that particular occasion. The ball though from Bailey on his weaker right foot was not the best. Villa played back all the way to the back line, trying to build it up again. Cross into the box from target. Villa seems to be a bit more comfortable now. Villa seems to be a bit more comfortable in progressing the ball. They seem to have been encountering problems getting past West Ham's initial line of pressure. But we have seen on the last probably about 2 plays now where they have progressed the ball smoothly. Buendia playing a significant role on those 2 occasions with the link-up play to help to progress the ball past West Ham's initial line of pressure. All right, so West Ham slowly but surely getting back into this one. Not West Ham, sorry, Villa. Villa slowly but surely getting to this one. They're finding their feet. Again though, Villa lose the ball again. They lose the ball again in their own half. West Ham, Michail Antonio out wide, looking to cross it in, but Villa lose it again in another dangerous position. Switched out to the left. Villa need to stop losing the ball in their defensive third. Villa keep on losing the ball in their attacking third. It looked as if Sorry Ings now play him and Bailey has great link-up play. By Villa, just when it seemed as if Villa was finding their feet on two occasions again, we see them lose the ball in dangerous positions. Right? When West Ham press them high, they are not coping well with it at all. Ball over the top for Michail. Michail tried the flick on header, but it was, the free kick into the box was really high. It was really high, so Michail was stretching for it, and then his body shape was off as well, so couldn't get the power behind the header, and the free kick wasn't a powerful swing into the box either. Again, Villa losing the ball, guys. Johnson's uncle is former England right back Paul Parker. Parker's parents are both Jamaican, and in an article I read, it said talents in Johnson's blood, so not an uncle by marriage. Okay. I think they would get the best out of left back if they play him on the right. Who that target? Oh, Bailey. Oh, LB, Leon Bailey. Oh, I get to you say now, Shavan. Guys, smash the like button for those who have just come in. Free and easy way to support the channel. We're here doing a Reggae Boy watch along. Right? Leon Bailey versus Aston Villa. Me chat foolish. Leon Bailey versus Michail Antonio. Aston Villa versus West Ham, guys. The two poster boys of Jamaican Reggae Boy football, if you like, going toe-to-toe in the English Premier League. Villa pressing. West Ham ball goes out for a corner kick. Bailey heading over to go take this corner. Dean, Aston Villa FC, welcome, man. Welcome. Our squad depth is so poor. We had one under 21 player in our lineup and have three of his younger brothers from the under 23s on our bench. Here's a couple of the brother them there, Villa, though. There's a couple of them well. Good corner. Good in swinging corner from Bailey. However, West Ham deals with it well. Got it away. Aston Villa has to play it all the way back to the goalkeeper who sends it long. Looking for Watkins. West Ham on that particular play had a deep line, a deep back line. So, the attempted ball over the top didn't cause them problems. West Ham transitions the ball well. In the attacking transition, cross into the box. Villa get it away. Villa win back possession again through Ashley Young. Counter attack down the left. Bailey on the ball, isolating the right back. Cross into the another poor ball from Bailey. Guys, Bailey's final product has been poor in this game, man. Bailey's final ball has been poor in this game. Dean, I suspect you are referring to the Ramsey brothers. Yo, you see, hey, they now give Bailey no space in a man. No space. A wild shot from Cash flies over the bar. Hey, guys, they now give Bailey no time on the ball in a man. For the most part, the only time Bailey has gotten space in this game is when Aston Villa has caught West Ham on the counter. That's the only time Bailey has, you see for the most part, Bailey getting space. But when they are building up in terms of short passes out from the back, yo, the man then give him no time and space on the ball, man. When West Ham have the numbers back and they're not being caught out in transition, they now give him no time and space on the ball. Does Bailey have to do a better job finding those pockets of space, doing better on the half turn, quicker on the half turn? Ooh. No, man. Come on, Mr. Ref. Come on. I mean, I get it still. They need to switch him to the right. Okay. I mean, that could happen because right now he's not really having any joy down the left. That's a good point, Shavan, because right now he's not finding any joy down the left. Cash with a brilliant run right through the middle. Ashley Young on it now switches it out to the wide channel. Villa looking dangerous. Buendia, good turn from Buendia. Ball into the box. Ooh! Ali Watkins equalizes, guys. It's 1-1. That was a good passage of play from Villa. That was a good passage of play from Villa. Dean, you still think your team getting relegated? What a ball from Magin. What a ball. To find Buendia down the line. Hey, that could have been Bailey's goal though, you know. I think that pass was intended for Bailey, but it was played just behind Bailey. It was played just behind Bailey. That cross from Buendia, I think, was intended for Bailey. I could be wrong, but yeah, man, it was a good ball from Magin. Aston Villa come roaring back. Bailey running down the half channel. Progressing the ball down the half space. Switches it out left. Watkins linking up with Young. Cutting inside. Bailey getting in the way though. Guys, Bailey, I don't know. Bailey not really, I don't know. It not really work for Bailey right now. West Ham in transition. Antonio trying to isolate the centre back. Gets a half a yard of space. Ooh. Decent shot. But it was blocked. Good defending, good tracking by the centre back. Antonio tried to go down the outside, but the centre back did well to stick with him and get the blocking. Guys, the game is opening up. The game is opening up and it is getting very exciting. Travis Bailey miss it. Getting in gear. Nice. Watkins, the captain of my fantasy team. So today's double points. One must say up. One look like he happy say Watkins stitch the goal. Corner, outswinger for West Ham. Antonio brought down in the box. West Ham appealing for... no, it wasn't Antonio. Lie, it was Zuma. Zuma was brought down in the box. Zuma was brought down in the box. And it looked like there will be a VAR check. So me want Antonio get the ball and drive at defenders. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It was a good little run from Antonio, man. Who says that Antonio is not a threat on the dribble? I disagree with that, because me hear people all the while say it, Say Antonio is just a hold-up man, Antonio dangerous on the counter, very, very. He's an integral part of West Ham's counter-attack, especially because he holds up the play so very well and brings others into the game. Brings his West Ham counterparts into the game. Yeah, man, Travis, it was an epic ball. Shavan says he's playing on the right where his dominant foot forces him to go down the wing, so they need to change him so he can cut in. Okay. Ooh! Whoa! Whoa! Guys! This game, guys. This game. It's 2-1, guys. Declan Rice with a rocket. Yo, this game is shaping up to be a very good one. This game is shaping up to be a what a goal. What a goal, man. Switch it out left. Right? Plays it back into the central channel. One touch, get it out from under his foot. Bang. Yeah, that was a rocket of a shot, man. That was a rocket of a shot. That was a rocket of a shot. What you say, guys? They gave Rice too much time and space to shoot. By the way, guys, tell me what you think about Declan Rice. I think the player is overrated, What do you guys think? I personally think Declan Rice is overrated. What do you guys think? You guys agree or disagree? That was a brilliant goal, though. The defender failed to get goal side before the player got to it. From 1-1 in FPL, what your overall rank in the world is, okay. Some want Antonio drive at defenders with the ball. Sky Fantasy Football. They switch Bailey out to the right now. But I'm seeing him back on the left, There have been times when he has been out wide on the right, Young fouls the man. I will check my ranking now and tell you. West Ham starting to take back control of this game. Aston Villa defender not having any of it. Trying to find Bailey up top with a long pass. Yeah, man, it was a brilliant goal, man. A brilliant goal. Mini Jordan Henderson. He would add depth to Chelsea as the third CM. Okay. I'm not a fan. I'm not saying the player isn't a good player, but I don't think he's all that. I think he's overrated because he's English. That's just me personally. Bailey isolating. By the way, Bailey and Johnson both wear the number 31, You see how quickly them double up on him? And the number 31 versus the number 31, But boy, Bailey has been losing that battle, That little duel between Bailey and Johnson. Bailey has not been successful. And you see how quickly, I think that was Bowen, you see how quickly Bowen gets back to help out Johnson to double up on Bailey. We have seen them double up on Bailey a little bit as well too in this game, Yeah, man. The man them see Bailey as a threat, man. They're seeing Bailey as a threat in this game, guys. They're trying not to give him any space, and they're trying not to have him isolate the fullback. They clearly see the player as a threat. So David Moyes would have done his homework on the player. That's a sign of respect in a man. When a team not gain a time and space in a man, and when them know why isolate them fullback, They're doubling up on Antonio too. The centre back and Antonio alone. This is a very entertaining game though, guys. The momentum has shifted, There was a time when West Ham had the upper hand. For a long time, Villa had a period where, they had the upper hand. Right, West Ham with that goal has definitely kind of, gone into the driver's seat now. Let us see the response from Villa in the final couple of minutes in this half. Boy, the half fly by so quickly. Right, a 43 minutes in a game now, Ollie Watkins in behind has to play it back though. He's under some pressure out at the corner flag. Trying to find some space. Does well to play it off the West Ham defender for a corner kick. Declan Rice is like Jordan Henderson. They don't have the wow factor, but the little things they do is very important to the team. You just have to appreciate those players. Fair point, Kevin. Fair point. That's a fair point. Can't argue with that. Outswinging corner kick for Villa now on the left-hand side of their attacking third. At the back post, that was not the best corner at all. It was a poor corner. Poor attempted header back across. Declan Rice is good player, but not worth 100 mil. More like 50. Wunwun say he's a good player, but not special. He also says, I think he is very overrated. He's good, but not great. Nothing special. He's strong, athletic, and can tackle and do the basics, which is all you need, but on the ball, not particularly great. I think Declan Rice is a well-rounded player, though, in my humble opinion, I think he has a little bit of everything, but I don't know, as Kevin said, him do have the wow factor. I don't know. I think the way they rave about the player is only because he's young and he's English. I'm not gonna say that. Because people might take issue with that. So I'm not gonna say that. Trying to find Bailey out on the left. Bailey just gets there, but immediately under pressure from Johnson, tries to cut it back, does well. Bailey, if you realize, Buendia linking up well with Young, give and go for Young, ball into the box. Ooh. Bailey tried to get on the end of that. Just eluded him. Villa have West Ham under some pressure. Shoot it, boy. Oh, Maggin scuffed the shot, man. Mercy. Maggin scuffed the shot. 2 minutes in extra time, guys. We're in the 45th minute. Villa trying to get back into this game. Yeah, man. Hey, the man take it off of Bailey head when you look on the replay, Because that cross was for Bailey to get his head on it, And the toucher, my boy, get just diverted, off of Bailey head, Bailey at his half line. Again, another misplaced pass from Bailey. West Ham in transition. Benrahma tries to cut inside and take the shot in the half space, but Villa get it away. I was just about to hail Buendia's link up play in this game, and then all of a sudden him do a misplaced pass. Yeah man, no space them now give him fresh guard. No space them now give him. Villa need a player like Bissouma. Phil Jones 24,000 not going well at all. Alright guys, it's half time. It is half time. By the way, you notice that Aston Villa for the most part, what's crazy about it, when Villa scored the goal, the play actually progressed down the right-hand side of the pitch, But most of Villa's attacks have come down the left. That is very interesting. Most of Villa's attacks came down the left. Right? They seem very intent on playing through Bailey as well. But the very few times they went down the right, it resulted in a goal. Guys, it's half time. West Ham at the break, leading 1-0. Let me chat foolishness about 1-0. 2-1. West Ham is leading Villa 2-1. Reggae Boy versus Reggae Boy. Reggae Boy versus Reggae Boy, guys. Michail Antonio versus Leon Bailey. Guys, hit me in the comments and tell me what you think about this one so far. If it's one thing we have to say, it has been a very entertaining game. A very, 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 very entertaining game. Can't complain. We have been given some excitement in this game. Goals, right? It's been a free-flowing game, right? We have seen goals, a thunderbolt from Declan Rice. $2 million in the world, Moors. 1-1. Feel even Ward-Prowse even in midfield, even his mid partner Soucek better than him. You think Soucek better than Declan Rice? To be fair, though, Ward-Prowse is a different kind of player from Declan Rice. They're not really the same. Is it fair, Phil Jones, to be comparing both? Hit me in the comment section. Declan Rice no worth 50 mil. Hey, when in this state, I say, I not agree with that one. The 50 mil, that seems a little bit too high. I can understand, though, from the perspective of the player's age. He's very young, and he has already had a number of games under his belt in the Premier League. He's very experienced even for his age. He started playing at a very young age for West Ham and has played in tournaments, started in tournaments for his national team as well. Won't say, I don't know, because of the homegrown player rule and him being a regular starter for England. I think he is. If he was Russian, he would be worth 30. Those are fair points, Woon. Fair point. Villa number 7 getting chances. Bailey having a bad game. He been switched from left to right. Yeah, man. He is not. It's not coming together for Bailey. And at times, it almost seems sometimes as if he's in the way. At times, sometimes it seems as if him are getting out the way of things more than helping to facilitate anything good. Villa see them not good at all. They miss Douglas Luiz. Yes, Douglas Luiz. That is a good. Aston Villa has struggled to have all of their top players on the field at once. Right, they have had they had a choppy preseason and they have had a choppy start to the season. Luiz is much better. I agree with that. I agree. Right? I wouldn't disagree with nobody who say Luiz better than Declan Rice, I don't know. I think Declan Rice is hugely overrated, man. The man overrated as hell, man. Bailey could have done better to prevent the first goal. The first goal did Stitch again. It was a, I remember, people, my memory are going, I remember the Villa goal and I remember West Ham goal. But I remember the first goal did go again. Oh, the cut inside from Johnson. The player who wouldn't say eligible for play for Jamaica as well now. People me young, but me don't know to my memory I go. Yeah man, the cut inside. So Young Kings, how you think Bailey could have done better to prevent that goal? What, in terms of helping to prevent the isolation of the fullback? Okay. I think that's what Young Kings means. Kevin Bailey, Declan Rice not in the top 5 CDM in England. But when Declan Rice scored the goal, the commentator said that he is one of the best in England. That's what the commentator said, He's one of the best in England. I'm looking back at the first goal again. They switched it from the central channel out wide right. Yes, true. Bailey, when I watched the replay, Bailey could have done a lot better. Bailey was poor. Bailey should have, Young Kings, you're spot on. It's not the isolation of the fullback was the problem. He could have blocked the shot. One, he could have prevented the isolation of target. And two, it was a half-hearted attempt to block the shot. Honestly, yeah man, Eddie, a real talk. I never noticed it in the game because I didn't realize that Bailey was that player. But now when I watch the replay, real talk, because them show the replays now, Bailey has not had a good game. To be fair, neither of the Jamaicans have had a good game. The players eligible or at one point in time was eligible have had good games, but Bailey and Antonio has been the better of the two out of Bailey and Antonio. Antonio has been the better of the two, but to be fair, neither of them have really threatened, right? Both players, their final balls, when they have gotten in positions to provide that final pass to have an impact for their teams, the final ball has been poor, man. Rice a steam to the door. Yo, he has had a decent game, to be fair, Eddie. Even without the goal, I think he has had a decent game, to be fair. Even without the goal, but the goal top it off, man. It was a rocket, man. I'm looking at it again. One touch, get it out from under his feet, bang. And one of the things I think that affected the goalkeeper on that play, there were a lot of Aston Villa players blocking his view. Chelsea product, there was a lot of Aston Villa players blocking his view. Because, see there, I just see the replay now. Even Martinez was going like this. Him can't see it. Him just said it a while ago to him defenders, so him couldn't see it. Because, trust me, man, honestly, when you look at the shot again, if his sight was not being blocked, him could have do something about that, man, honestly. When you look at it again, it wasn't the hardest hit in the world, to be honest. Bailey needs to work harder going forward and tracking back. Fair point, Young Kings, fair point. He definitely should have blocked that shot. You're spot on. Formula, Villa, not midfielder, not get the ball to ball. I don't understand the comment there, Tevin. Reword that one there and wheel again. Formula, Villa, not no midfielder, no get the ball to ball. I don't understand that one there, Tevin. Fix up the thought of Kevin so I can, Tevin rather, so I can understand it. Kevin Bailey, 1-1. I can name about 5 CDM in England. Better in England. Name them out, Kevin. Name them out. 5 CDMs in England better than Declan Rice. Name them out. Calvin Phillips better. Who thinks Phillips is better? You have the likes of, I mean, you kind of have a point, when you think about it, You kind of have a point, There's a good argument that can be made that his fellow England pivot is better than him, right? Rodri, who else? You just said none of Manchester. If Declan Rice moved to Manchester United right now, would he start? But honestly, I think if Declan Rice did move to Manchester United, he would have started. And I don't know if you guys agree with that. Who else? So you have Rodri. An argument could be made that Calvin Phillips is better. Who else? Kante is better for sure. For no doubt about that. Who else? For my boy from Liverpool, the Brazilian, is he better? Hey, Kevin, that's a fair point, because of 4 names that were gone, Where me would have said better, That's a fair point. Guys, Kevin, list out the 5 CDMs where you think better than Declan Rice. Because that's a fair point, my boss. Can't argue with that one. That's a fair point. Bailey playing like he's going for a stroll in the park. Declan need come back home, but when we have enough depth at CM, Bailey, okay, I can't think. I will have to take some time with that one. Eddie Guna, let's be honest, Villa still missing Grealish. Yeah, man, I said it, Eddie, that I worried for. Let me tell you something, man. I think a lot of people overrated Aston Villa last season, When Jack Grealish went out injured, Villa started to slide. I'm say it, Jack Grealish was making his teammates look better than they actually were. Me say because I was when you look at Grealish's game, at Villa, right? He was attracting so much attention to himself, right? And he was still being able, with his skill and ability in tight spaces and his dribbling, he was still managing to break the lines. Even though at times they were doubling up, opposition teams were doubling up and tripling up on him, he was still breaking the lines, right? And what that happens, one, when you are attracting so much attention, right, it is creating space for your teammates, right? And either Grealish is passing it off to those teammates in acres of space. Even worse when he break the lines and elude those challenges, man. That make it even worse, man. Right? A ton load of space, in Villa's attacking third, for Villa to exploit, I think people, look, I would never say a team is a one-man band, but Jack Grealish had a massive, massive impact. And when you look at Villa games last season, in the attacking third, Villa was playing in acres of space. Right? And it was except for one player, Jack Grealish. Trust me, man, Grealish was special last season for Aston Villa, man. Travis Rice no good. $100 million joke. Young King said down right. Red crossing, Bailey was slow closing out the player. That, yes, that too. And also, he could have blocked the shot. Guys, it's almost as if it's me alone think so. But it's almost as if Bailey was dodging the shot. Hit me in the comment section and let me know what you guys think about that. It almost looked as if it was like a half-hearted attempt to block the shot. And he did kind of turn sideways too. I mean, I said, bro, you talk about the how you were brought up at the Phoenix Academy, right? I'm sure Craig Butler never teach you that. I know say if Bailey do that in a training for Phoenix Academy, even now, if Bailey does that in training with Phoenix Academy, Craig will scream after him. I know that. So I know say Craig, when him see that, when Craig sit down on him big screen and watch that right now, I know say Craig not happy with him. Craig probably, as soon as the game done, I got to take up his phone and call Bailey. Rice is the best midfielder in form right now. The whole West Ham team is in form, to be fair. The whole West Ham team is in form, to be fair. Young Kings Antonio having a good game, just needs a goal now, which I think he'll get in the second half. Boy, Young Kings, I don't know if I 100% agree with that, you know. He hasn't been having a bad game, you know, but me personally, I think it's a little bit of a stretch to say he has been having a good game. By the way, guys, smash the like button, guys. Free and easy way to support the channel, guys. Right? It helps us to get the video out there when you guys smash the like button. Travis, Villa go win. Boy, you think so? My money on Villa. One say Bailey. Oh, one say at Kevin Bailey. Party, Conte, Jorginho. Not really a tackler, more of a deep line playmaker, but still, he's still considered a CDM. Right? Henderson, Fabinho, Phillips, Tielemans. Not a DM, but can do a job. And is an all-rounder. Guys, the second half is back on the way now. Tielemans is also a deeper line playmaker as well, you know. Tielemans is also a deeper line playmaker as well. Right? Tielemans is a very good player, man. Hey, you see all party at Atletico Madrid? Right? It amazes me how a club took so long to buy Partey from Atletico Madrid, you know. The first time I saw Partey play was in the Champions League, you know, a Champions League knockout game. And trust me, man, from that, I say, that youth, a bad man, he was running the show. There you go. So one list out a bag of names, you know. A bag of names. But let's compare similar types of players to Declan Rice. So let's take out the deeper line playmakers like Tielemans and Jorginho and compare similar types of CDMs. Does he still come in the top 5? All right, Bailey now running at Johnson. Again, they're doubling up on him. Bailey has to turn back the ball. Villa coming out on the front foot in the second half. West Ham deep into their defensive third. Aston Villa now attacking from right to left. West Ham from left to right. West Ham break up the play. Getting going in transition in the counter. Michail got to the ball first. Excellent. Guys, is that a penalty? Is it a penalty? Or is just outside the box? I think all of them are at least on the level of Rice. Smash the like button, PPM, man. So, guys, again, Aston Villa sloppy in possession. West Ham caught them on the break. Hey, that was some good work by Michail Antonio, you know, guys. Because Michail Antonio had no business getting to that loose ball before the centre-back, you know, and he just barely got there and nicked it off to, it looked like it was Bowen, you know. He nicked it off to, you know. Is that Bowen? And that little nick pass to Bowen, you know, got him in behind the Villa line, you know, right? And the Villa player had to take him down right before he got into the box. Formula fair point. All right, so it's a free kick to West Ham now, just outside Aston Villa's penalty box. Fair point. A better comparison, Ndidi and Rice. Who better, in my opinion, Ndidi. Him now worth 100 million English star. Hey, you know, say all Ndidi too, you know. Ndidi is another one too, you know. Ndidi is another one too, you know. I'll forget about Ndidi. Ndidi is a very underrated player, you know. Barely too inconsistent. Hopefully we see a better performance come second half. Best CDMs in England, Fabinho, Henderson, Conte, Jorginho, Rodri, Fernandinho. in Didi Bissouma. Yo. So nobody now makes Declan Rice right now. Nobody now makes Declan Rice. And you know, so all of them names that the commenters like Won and Kevin and others, all of these names realistically and legitimately have a claim to being a better player than Declan Rice, you know. One of the things they will point to as to why Declan is worth so much, though, is because of his age. The biggest issue I have with Bailey is that a lot of times he's very ineffective and looks unengaged, not defending, low work rate. You know, I wouldn't question his... You know, honestly, it's a tricky one because you could look at the goal that Villa conceded and say that, you know, his work rate and that play was poor. True, but generally speaking in this game, I wouldn't say his work rate has been poor, you know. I just think that West Ham have done a very good job getting very tight to him. I think they probably need to switch him out wide on the right to see what he can do out there. Wait, hold on. Villa get a red card to box foot. A goal down and a man down. Guys, is that a red? Is that a red, guys? None of my DM not good. Man United, me attack. Is that a red card? I mean, it was a stamp on it. It was a step on his... Hold on. You know what they must say? They must say he denied them a clear goal scoring opportunity, you know. Leighton, big up, boss. Party is better too. Party Bissouma, there you go. Does Manchester United have a CDM? Laugh out loud. Fabinho, yeah man, is a bag on the A. I think Kevin did raise it earlier, you know. That was a big point, you know, Kevin. So I'm not even in the top 5, you know. Because when he really made it, you know, him probably not in the top 5 for real. Me I say Villa midfielder not passing the ball good because Bailey makes so many runs and they turn back the ball. Fair point. I think they're having issues getting past that initial line of pressure from West Ham. Boy, a free kick from Creswell now, and Creswell can take free kick in a man. But at a 2-player standing up over it, I think they're gonna go with Creswell. Creswell takes it, slams into the top of the wall. Bailey working hard there, winning the ball very well. See there, it look like Dean Smith give Bailey a talking to. Dean Smith give Bailey a talking to. As a United fan, Rice better than McFred. Ball over the top. Michail Antonio trying to shield off McGinn. Back to goal, trying to get his body shape facing the goal. McGinn plays it out though. Mings looks like he's coming on, so it looks like more than likely Villa is going to go into a defensive shape. Buendia coming off. There you go. I think it's done, guys. I think it's done. Guys, do you think that was a red card? I think Fred and McTominay would get swapped for Rice. I would swap both. Alex Reed, big up, boss. Big up, big up, big up. Right, this Bissouma is highly rated, you know. This Bissouma is highly rated. Yeah, man, Kevin, me see it. Big up, Alex. Big up. Yeah, man, Kevin, me see it, man. Me see it. Young Kings Entertainment by far. Eddie Guna, true, he was their best player. But kind of far back in the chat, I think they started to slide before Grealish got injured. When Barkley lost form, the slide started. Him and Grealish were on fire. But when Barkley lost form, too much pressure was on Grealish. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Right now, Aston Villa face a mountainous task. I'm the far back in the chat. Go down a little bit more. Travis said maybe. It was a red card last man. Yeah. I think that was the argument. A genuine goal scoring chance was denied. By the way, let us not forget Michail Antonio's involvement in that goal, Right? Michail Antonio got to that ball first and nicked it to Bowen to play in behind to draw that foul and draw that red card. Can't forget that, man. So there you go. Michail Antonio, Reggae Boy, having an impact yet again. I wouldn't be surprised if Michail finds the back of the net in this one, guys. Especially with Villa a man down. West Ham and going into a bit more defensive shape. West Ham is going to take charge of this game now. And we're already seeing that. Space for Southcheck to shoot. Villa got the block off. Goes out for a corner kick of Matty Cash. Fred better than Rice? Ooh. Okay. I think they're similar quality. And to be honest with you, hold on. In-swinging corner for West Ham. Near post cleared. Bailey tries to get it away. Guys, I'm still sticking with Bailey should not have gone to Villa, I think Bailey could have done better. I think Bailey got a little bit rushed and reached a stage in his career where he was just like, yo, man, I need to get to England right now. I think Dean Smith will eventually get it together, though. Travis, on that point, though, I actually think Fred is very underrated, I think Fred is better than people give him credit for, to be fair, People trash him and make him seem like he's the worst player, but I don't think he's that bad. Never a red card when he's saying. Joke red card. I think the red card was given, guys, got inspired. I think it was given because it was the last man and it was a goal scoring opportunity denied. I think that was the reasoning for it because I think it was Bowen who was in behind. If this is a red card, it's a joke. Nothing that a red card. True and did it good. I'm buying a CDM to bring in my team at top club. I'm buying Bissouma and him now worth 50 million. People been talking about this Bissouma fella, man. Very highly rated, Fred better passer. So Travis sharing some controversial opinions in the chat. Travis with the ball, Fred definitely is, but without it, I don't think so. Okay. That's a good way to sum it up, Owen. That's a good way to sum it up. Throw in for Aston Villa deep in the attacking third. Long throw. Ball bubbling up in the final third. Shooting channel opened up. Header. Box foot off the bar. Woo. West Ham have been saved by the bar, guys. Villa still showing some attacking intent, guys. Villa are not sitting back. They are not rolling over and playing dead, They are aware that they are a goal down and they need to get something out of this game. Yo, Ali, by the way, let's talk about Ali Watkins. He hasn't been too bad in this game, Hey, it was actually a save, Fabianski actually tipped it onto the bar, It was a brilliant reflex save. Fingertip save, as Travis, as Fresh God said. It was actually a fingertip. Hey, that was a good save, That was a good save. Aston Villa fans raising their voices, getting behind their team. Bailey deep with the ball at his feet, trying to get past the West Ham player, linking up well. Ball into the box. They're going to be susceptible to the counter now. They're going to be susceptible to the counter. Excellent defending by Target. Excellent defending. Yeah, he knew he had. That was a very good decision, from Target, Because you see, if he never get to that first, Michail Antonio would have been played in behind, Right? So he took a risk going for that. He had to get there first, and he got there first. Sorry, guys, the comment section I run from a little bit, man. I think Bissouma is on bail for a... Yeah, man, people saying it was a red card last man. Travis saying that. So Villa enjoying a brief period of pressure there. Big up, bro. Just log in. Yeah, man, Sky College. Big up, man. Big up, big up. Thanks for being here, man. Red card for sure. Last man and the number 30 should get a yellow. West Ham trying to settle the game, guys. West Ham just tried. The game was getting a little bit frantic on that point. West Ham just trying to settle it, playing it around, you know, looking for openings to progress the ball forward as well. They have gotten in behind the midfield line pretty easily. Villa down a man, so they don't have the numbers. Good defending from Villa once more. Yeah, man, it was a very good save, man. Just watching the replay, man. What a save. That looked like it was going to hit on the underside of the bar, you know, and there's no telling, you know, that might have gone in, you know, off the underside of the bar, you know. That was a very good save. Kevin Bailey, I think Fred is better. One is saying I think Fred is better with the ball but not without it. Fred is tidy but not good defensively. Formula Leon, I think, have to go through the struggle if he wants to be a star. I think he went through enough struggle, Travis, with Bayer Leverkusen. I don't know about Uno, you know, but Bayer, it was very frustrating to watch Bayer Leverkusen, you know. Let me tell you what the problem with Bayer Leverkusen was. They had good talents, but they were a very inconsistent team because the players were very inconsistent because it was a very young team. Bailey with a cross into the box. Excellent hold up from Antonio. But Villa fight to win it back. Hey, Villa is working like hell in this game, you know, man. They're working like hell in this game to get something out of it, you know. Ever since the red card is like the work rate has gone up, you know, man. Yeah, man, but I personally think Bailey went through enough struggle with Leverkusen. I think what was very frustrating about Leverkusen is that you could see the Leverkusen team had potential. But because the squad was such a young squad, they were inconsistent. Today, a man play like us. Today, with the midfielder name again, man. Oh, God, man. Him represent Germany too, man. Him get caps for Germany too, man. What him name again, man? The one with the Turkish origins, man. Him name elude me right now. Today, he would be a star. Tomorrow, him would be a bug. I think that was very frustrating for me watching Leverkusen. So me would have said Bailey got through enough struggle already. Travis. Rice would start in any side except top three for me. Okay. Ball in behind. Michail Antonio in behind, guys. But Martinez comes. Excellent play by Martinez to be aware. Good switch out to the left for Ben Rama. Ben Rama trying to isolate Cash. Plays it back. Villa trying to get back into their defensive shape. West Ham slowed down the pace of the game and allowed Villa to transition defensively. Villa want to throw in. Villa takes it quickly. Villa trying to progress the ball down the right-hand side of the pitch. Good hold up from Ali Watkins. Smash the like button, guys. Free and easy way to support the channel. Me I beat Rice a while ago, but me I go defend him now. Rice is exactly the player you want when failing in that department. He don't do much, but the little things he do is just enough. Okay, cool, Kevin. Yeah, man, the fans putting in a very good point, Travis. The fans have gotten behind. You hear the fans, man. You hear them. So, guys, you know what's surprising about this? Villa is still taking chances. They are risking the counter and taking chances, trying to get something out of this game. You know, so they are trying. And I think what is taking place is that Villa is transitioning the ball very quickly and it is opening up the game because they're trying to hit on the counter. Leon is playing like he's scared. They still can offer a threat with 10. They have the players to do that. Okay. Nakamba need to strike long. I think this game is going to end in a draw. To be fair, Villa is having a threat going forward, you know. Villa is showing a threat going forward. Antonio got score, you know. He always score late in games like these. Yeah, man. I think Antonio is going to score. By the way, West Ham has been very fortunate, you know. Right? I mean, yes, you have to draw the red cards, you know, but they have gotten some red cards, you know, at some good stages in games in the season, in this season, you know. They've gotten some red cards, you know. In terms of not them getting the red card, but the teams that they are playing getting red cards. We were doing a watch along when Michail Antonio scored the other day. A little while ago, we were doing the watch along. I don't remember who it was against though. And the team got a red card. And it was like in the first half, if memory serves me right. And I think an opposing team got a red card in a recent game against West Ham as well, you know, even more recent than that game, you know. I think it was against Leicester. Leicester, because I remember Michail Antonio's goal now, where he turned what the Turkish boy the name again, man, Soyuncu. I remember, I know it was Leicester who got the red card, if memory serves me right, in that game, and Michail scored in that game. All right, so West Ham just playing it around at the back. Antonio now go score. Antonio no go score my money on him. It's the Premier League now. Bailey will score. Lanzini in behind tries to a cutback cross. It was a poor cross, but West Ham still comes away with it and eventually gets a corner. May I have to say Nakamba work. Villa is working. Villa is working. Villa is working. Get the likes up. Thanks in advance. Yeah, man, Fresh. Like up the live, guys. I agree with Fresh God on that point 100%. In swinging corner from Boeing. Aston Villa get it away briefly. Hold on. But Lanzini has been fouled. Lanzini has been fouled on the edge of the box, guys. Lanzini has been fouled. Went to take the shot. Ashley Young came in. But how is that a foul, though? How is that a foul? I mean, to be fair, he didn't get the ball and Lanzini got to the ball first. But it's a little bit harsh, to be fair. All right, guys. So West Ham have had a free kick in a very dangerous position. A very dangerous position. Bailey goal will draw this match. All right, boss. Leon have to do better. Clear it faster. Ooh, Declan Rice. Merciful Father. Guys, Martinez just made, that was a wicked save from Martinez, man. A wicked save from Martinez. That was a wicked save. That was a terrible shot from Declan Rice. Declan, hey, one thing you have to give Rice in a man, he can clap them in a man. Hey, you see Bailey just throw himself in another one there a while ago for try to block the shot there. Clearly, Dean Smith load him up at halftime, because I'm seeing more effort from Bailey, defensive, where defensive work is concerned, Clearly, Dean Smith load him up at halftime. The follow through, fair point, Kevin, fair point. I still think it was a little bit too harsh on the player. Poor corner, in-swinging attempted corner from West Ham, poor corner. Oh, but it's kept in play. I like to see when that happens, Corner kick and it went out to the other corner, the corner flag on the opposite side and hit off of the flag and stayed in play. Bailey blocked from foreigners. Yeah, man. Good shot, Declan. Yeah, man, it was a terrible shot from Declan Rice. The commentators are agreeing with the sending off there. Bailey showed full commitment that time. Yeah, man. Dean Smith loud him up, man. RMC one text from Craig Butler at halftime. West Ham now playing it around at the edge of the box. Good ball in behind. Good chip pass in behind. That was a good pass to find Boyne in behind Villa. Villa was open a while ago. The shot was tame though. The shot was tame, and truth be told, from that angle, that was the wrong choice. Him should have put it back across Boyne. All right, guys. So West Ham's taking control of this game. Villa are now in possession though, trying to build out from the back. Playing it around the back, not finding any openings. I'm seeing forward passes. I'm seeing forward passes that Villa could make, but for some strange reason, guys, the Villa players are just not playing those forward passes. But just see, I didn't recognize who it was, but Bailey coming off. I just saw a player open beyond the midfield line in the half space. And before the defender played to the player in the half space, him played back to another defender. I mean, I understand that. Him played a lateral pass to another defender. And I do understand that. They have kind of hesitated in playing those forward passes. Aston Villa need to be a little bit more brave where that is concerned. All right, guys. Bailey has come off now, guys. So that's Bailey's game. Not the best. Improved in his defensive output in the second half. Right? He was shut down a lot in the first half. I think the positive thing about it though is that Aston Villa do seem to think that Bailey is an important player for them. The mere fact that they were trying to play, a lot of the times they were trying to progress the play through Bailey's side of the pitch. And there have been question marks as to where will Bailey play in this team. And so we'll see even a change of shape now from 3-5-2 to 3-4-3. Villa battling for those first and second balls. Right? I think it's pretty clear. In the final third, it's pretty clear that Villa do not have the numbers, and for obvious reasons. They are a man down. Credit to Villa though. Credit to Villa. They are making this an interesting one. Wish he had done that for the first goal. Yeah, man. It could be a different story. The game could be a different story right now, so Bailey has to look within himself. McGinn is a good player, agreed. Leon out, Bailey off. Wait till one of them ball they reach Antonio. Agreed, Woon. Agreed. Bailey was poor today. He was poor today. And it's his first start. So it's not encouraging. You know what people are gonna be saying now? That the flashes of or the glimpses of glamour that we have seen from Bailey previously was as a result of fresh legs running against tired legs. That's what people are gonna say now. It's not good when your first start is as poor as Bailey was today. Villa doing well defensively to break up that West Ham attack. Oh God, they tried to get forward in transition, but the pass from Nakamba was poor. Played it way behind the overlapping fullback. All right, guys. 74 minutes gone in this one. West Ham leads 2-1. I mean, the Bailey versus Antonio show is kind of over from the perspective of Bailey's off the pitch, but another reggae boy is still on. Michail Antonio. We haven't seen much of Michail Antonio in the last couple of minutes, though. Yeah, man, Fresh God. People are going to start saying he's a super sub now. I think so, and I fear that. Michail Antonio getting instructions from David Moyes on the touchline. I think that David Moyes is realizing that in the last couple of minutes, Michail Antonio has not really showed his face in this game. So I guess he's just giving him some instructions to get himself more involved in the game, get himself in more dangerous positions to impact the game, and try and see if they can kill off Aston Villa. Bailey don't look hungry to win. You think so? Villa win it in a dangerous position now. However, West Ham get the numbers back quickly. So Villa aren't able to exploit on the counter, but they're still in possession. Still trying to progress the play. Good play from target, trying to link up with Nakamba. Nakamba trying to play the give and go with target, getting him in behind, but the pass was blocked. However, it's back again with this time Tyrone Mings. Right? West Ham aren't really high pressing Villa though, They are sitting in a mid to low block. So they're actually giving, to be fair, Villa are struggling to break them down because they don't have the numbers to do so. But Antonio in behind, guys, using his strength, however. I think that was McGinn. McGinn was brilliant on that play. Yeah, McGinn really, he got there first and he used his body well. Villa need a next winger. Antonio is queuing up. Bailey don't look hungry for win. Sling, I think that's a little bit unfair to have Bailey. To say that him don't look hungry to win. It's a little bit unfair to Bailey. Can't be too hard. Why Bailey still working back up to match fitness? Fair point. Hey, Villa working like hell in a man to get to those first and second balls in a man. They are working like crazy. All right, fight broke on the pitch now, guys. I don't think that was a bad challenge from the Villa player. I think he got to the ball first. Right? It was a 50-50. Both were going for it. And one player got to the ball first. I would love to see the replay of that. Again, the man gonna argue the follow through. Yo, you see this follow through thing? Like if in a case like that now with a 50-50 where a player gets to the ball first, but then there's a follow through. Right? I think that is foolishness to reprimand a player for, Oh, it's actually the West Ham player they have reprimanded. There you go. So it's not the Villa players. The West Ham player has gotten the card. Okay. That more makes sense to me now because the Villa player got there first. I think it was Zuma who got there first. Not Zuma. I don't remember that brother name. But he got there first. Bailey showed commitment when it was too late. It was poor. Fight broke. Formula. I bought the black jersey for Jamaica. Which number Antonio wear? Brother, me not remember. Me have to go look back on the game. For me know say you have me know say no name that on the back of that the jersey there. No name that on the back of that the jersey there. No formula, the game is changing. Follow through can badly hurt player, so you get book feed. I don't know. Sometimes the follow through thing for me sometimes. I don't know. I don't agree with it sometimes. Because sometimes you can't, if you get to a ball first, for instance, and there's a follow through. Excellent from Antonio. Excellent. Bowing in and goal shot. Excellent save. Oh God, the rebound got to Fornals. Fornals got to the rebound first. West Ham just killed this game off on the counter, you know? Villa were chasing this game, guys. They tried to be brave and go for it, but they were always susceptible to the counter. There were a couple of times, they were susceptible to the counter. What a piece of play from Antonio. Wins the first ball, flick on header. Michail Antonio, while he has not scored or assisted in this game, has had a very good game. He has been instrumental in both goals. Instrumental in both goals. There you go. Michail Antonio, him forward good in another game. Yeah. Right? In key moments, Michail Antonio stepped up for West Ham. Reggae boy on fire in the EPL, guys. Smash up the like button. Smash up the like button. That was a brilliant flick on header. But guys, even before the red card, Villa were chasing the game and they look susceptible to the counter, It's a counter attack why they got the red card in the first place, Right? Trying to stop a counter, when West Ham got in behind, So even worse with 10 men, Villa going to look even worse susceptible on the counter. Right? I wonder what is going to happen now. With 10, it's 81 minutes in the game. Villa still showing attacking intent. Are they going to shut it down and try and, prevent the scoreline from, becoming embarrassing? Because this is 3-1 right now, but this can easily turn into 5-1 before the game is done, Because Villa will get more desperate. Right? More space will be left for West Ham to exploit. More counter-attacking opportunities. West Ham have more numbers. Because Aston Villa aren't shutting it down, They're still trying to go forward, still trying to get something. It's good, It's good that Antonio flop. No, Travis, me not agree with that, Travis. No, Travis, me not agree with that one there. You can't play a very important role in 2 goals in major moments. Remember, Michail forced the red card as well, because he had no business getting to that ball before the defender, and he got there and nicked it off the Bowen, who got in behind, and then was brought down, Me not agree with that, Sir Antonio flop. Travis, come on now. Are we season that? Me not agree with that one there, Travis. Flop for Jamaica, but not for West Ham. The only thing left for Michail Antonio doing this game is score for himself. And I wouldn't be surprised at about probably 10 minutes when I factor in extra time left, I would not be surprised. if they get a goal in this one. 4-1. Antonio away now. With space in front of him. My word. 4-1. Ooh. It is getting embarrassing now, guys. It is getting embarrassing again. Michail Antonio played a key role in this goal. Guys, Michail Antonio is dropping deep, and causing problems, Look at this. Michail Antonio, right, does excellently to turn the defender, Starts running at the West Ham defense, Draws the attention of 3 West Ham defenders, and disorganizes. Draws the attention rather of 3 Aston Villa defenders, and disorganizes the Aston Villa backline, Right? And creates space for others, to link up and put the ball in the back of the net, Right? He played Lanzini in behind and Lanzini cut it back across, Travis, I think you talk a little bit too early, Travis. Michail Antonio, he's doing very well. And you can't even say it's because of space that he's exploiting. Because if you notice, with the flick on header, right, he was very well defended, right? But he just got to the first ball first, right? So you can't say he's being given a lot of space because of the red card down, With that particular play, he turned the defender brilliantly, right? To be fair, the defender was too tight from the wrong angle. But Michail still turned the player. Right? And the player was closely marking him. It's getting ugly since Bailey come off. What a way for spin it, EJ. What a way for spin it. Guys, smash the like button for Reggae Boy Michail Antonio, man. Hasn't scored, but has been instrumental in this victory, man. Instrumental. Right, in those key moments, Michail Antonio stepped up and provided valuable contribution, dropping deep and bringing others into the attack brilliantly. Right, dropped into the hole on the last goal. Right, turned the defender, started running at the back line. He has been brilliant, man. Michail Antonio has really showed up, especially in the second half. See him draw another foul there, guys. Him draw another foul there. Bailey should never have left Leverkusen. Honestly, I agree. If you're leaving Leverkusen, it has to be for a bigger club than if you are the star at Leverkusen, a team that is constantly featured in Europe. If you're leaving Leverkusen, it should be for a team bigger than Aston Villa. I'm sorry. When I said it, I get a whole heap of beaten, but I still maintain that. Even though I think, to be fair to Villa, I think Villa still has not gotten their season together because they had a poor pre-season, but I still don't think he should have gone to Villa. Antonio not technically good, but a handful, especially running at players. You think so? I think people say Antonio isn't technically good, but I disagree, He's technically unorthodox, But I wouldn't say he's technically not good, right? In terms of even when he's dribbling, right? It is a little bit unorthodox, but you can't, in my humble opinion, you can't say he's not a good dribbler because he's an effective dribbler. So while on the eye, it is an unorthodox form of dribbling, so to speak, but it's still effective. He's still breezing past players when he's dribbling. So can you really say that technically he's not a good player? Right, I understand why you say it in a Reds crossing. I understand why you say it. From an aesthetical standpoint, from how it looks, he does not look to be technically good. Right, but in terms of his impact, I could argue that he's technically a good player based on his impact, right? Based on his ability in tight spaces, based on his dribbling. It might not look the most tidy, but it is still effective. So can we say that he's not technically a good player? Hit me up Red Crossing and tell me what you think about that. You know, see the defender take out Antonio. Yeah, man. Without Antonio, West Ham would be done for. He's a very important player. Very, very. But to be fair, even when Michail Antonio got injured last season, you know, then again they had my boy the Jesse Lingard, you know. But even when Antonio got injured last season, you know, many people thought that West Ham would have hit a wall, you know. But they still kept going. They still kept going. So, you know, but this season could be a different scenario, fresh God. It could be a case this season that, God forbid, if Mikel were to get injured, West Ham could be in a spot of bother. So that's a fair point, fresh God. Jamaica team share numbers. No formula, the game is... Oh, I think I read that one already. I read that one already from Fresh God. Yeah, man. Hey, that's a good point, though, you know. West Ham very efficient, you know. They have always been very an efficient team under David Moyes, you know. They have been an efficient team under David Moyes. Antonio just set up one more. Villa playing too high. Travis, I think Villa, I think after they conceded the third goal, I think they should have just shut it down. But they kept on still trying to go for something in this game. I don't know, probably another goal for pride or something like that. And, you know, it was just too much space in their defensive third for West Ham to exploit. Target fault. Tell somebody to tell Tapper to turn on him TV. Big baller play. I agree. Sometimes I wonder if Tapper rate based on how Tapper talk about Antonio, you know. Sometimes I think say Tapper rate Antonio, you know. Villa with a brief period of possession in their attacking third. Matty Cash tried to create a half a yard to get the shot off, but was closed down brilliantly. Villa still has possession of it though. In their attacking half. Excellent from Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins hasn't been too bad in this game either. No, lie. You know that wasn't Watkins. That was actually Tyrone Mings. What Tyrone Mings do all the way up there, so? What this man? Villa lose it in a dangerous position. West Ham progressing it down the left. Instead of swinging in the first time cross, they up to play it back. There weren't enough numbers in the box. Michail Antonio is now in the box. The number 5, starting, who is that? I don't recognize who is that, but he has also joined Antonio in the box as well. West Ham just playing it around on the left flank, right? Not rushing it. Dre said get ugly since Bailey come off. What a way for spin it. Mud shouldn't take off Bailey. You think so? You think so, Travis? Adrian, you are so right. Bailey left a Europa League Champions League team to come to a relegated battle team. Guys, when I said it, that Aston Villa could potentially, there is a realistic chance that Aston Villa could be battling for relegation to avoid relegation this season, right? They will certainly be in the bottom half of the table. When I said people blast me because everybody wants to see Bailey in an English Premier League. But that don't mean that it was necessarily the right move for the player. Everybody was in a rush to see Bailey in the English Premier League, right? I tell you know, Aston Villa without Grealish in a man. Right? You know, and I still think, to be fair to Villa, I am still giving their project a chance because they still have not quite gotten it off the ground just yet. Right? They still, you know, they had a bad preseason and they have had some injuries earlier on in the season as well. So they're still not in full flow. But even in full flow, I still see them as a bottom half table team, as a lower wipe on the bottom, lower half table team. Lower half table team. And I think Bailey is better than that. I'm sorry. But guys, you know, West Ham just basically doing game management right now and killing off this game. Probably I play dominoes with Haka instead. Jay, you know, easy, you know, Jay. Jay have jokes, you know, man. Tapa needs to take a good look and switch up the team to Antonio's style. Fair point. Fair point. We never really see that in the Panama game, you know. Me can chat mini. Guys, game done. Game done, guys. Game done. Reggae Boy watch along Michail Antonio for West Ham versus Leon Bailey for Aston Villa. The two poster boys, if you like. Right? Going head to head. Right? Michail Antonio prevailing on this occasion. West Ham continue their brilliant form in the EPL. Right? West Ham 4. West Ham 4. West Ham 4. Aston Villa 1. Right? Aston Villa fans started walking out before the game even finished. Right? They were not pleased with what was taking place at all. Villa coach still a learn. You know, I wouldn't agree with that. I think the Villa coach is a decent coach, you know. I think he's a decent coach. I think he's still getting it together, though. I think he's still trying to get it together. Bailey and Tolle are two good ballers. Give the man what they deserve. Yeah, man. True formula, Bailey rushed. I think so. You don't see Zuma out of position, unlike Mings. West Ham in 4th place, guys. 10 games played at the top. West Ham on 20 points. 5 behind leaders Chelsea, who are on 25. Chelsea has a goal difference of 23. West Ham has a goal difference of 9. So, guys, Michail Antonio and West Ham are flying. He's a great player, but not a natural footballer. Still effective. Okay. Decent point, Reds. Decent point. I'm not going to disagree with that. I'm not going to disagree with that. Johnson is a good right back. Very confident. Travis, you know that Wunun was telling us earlier that Johnson apparently is eligible to play for Jamaica. Right? Hey, many if you check out that, you know. Many if you check out that, you know. I need to do some research on that, you know, because we desperately need right backs, you know. Right? We have one really good right back, you know. We have one really good right back, you know. And that is Javian Brown, you know. Right? Wes Harding, not a bad right back, but me that prefer a better right back. In an ideal world, I would like Javian Brown to be a backup and a better player than Javian Brown starting. Right? As the JFF approached Kyle Walker-Peters, you know, who indicated an interest. Right? To be fair, you know, if memory serves right, you know, when Kyle Walker-Peters indicated his interest, you know, Southampton were doing well. And Walker-Peters was starting for Southampton. That was before Southampton had that dramatic fall off, you know. Right? Was Kyle Walker-Peters trying to get attention from the England national team, right, by using Jamaican interest as a bargaining chip? That's a question we need to ask as well. Worst thing Lingard do go back a Man U. As always, Mr. Bailey should be playing for West Ham, not Villa. But the thing about it is, for some strange reason, teams in England seem to have, not even teams in England, bigger teams overall than Villa, there seem to have been a bit of uncertainty surrounding Leon Bailey. For some reason, big teams were interested but just not convinced. JFF really at fault. I don't see Tapa adding any player to what he already has unless injury or COVID seriously hit. Boy, Jer, most teams, that we play against, their first point of attack is down the right, I don't find that going to be a coincidence, For one, Tapa bench your best right back, and two, the backups are not very good either. Right? Peters want to come. You think so, Travis? You think he wants to play? He really wants to play for the Reggae Boyz? You see, the thing with these things is there's no transparency, so it's really and truly difficult to know, right? Because one, we haven't heard if JFF have approached the player, and two, knowing JFF, even if them do approach the player, is long after the player indicated interest. Long after. Long after, I can tell you that. The JFF not get back to these players immediately. They don't. They really don't. True, would be hardly the wood may be hard. They would maybe hardly play. Okay, that's fresh God. Some players don't want to come. Realistically, though, if Johnson is indeed eligible to play for England, right? And this is where recruiting comes into play now, guys. If Johnson was realistically eligible to play for Jamaica rather, right? Not England, Jamaica, right? I think it should be not that difficult to convince a Johnson to come and play for Jamaica. Right? I mean, the player is an English Premier League player, yes, but to be fair, this player doesn't stand a realistic chance of making it for England. I mean, some of these players, to be fair, they value themselves very highly, But I honestly think he's Jamaica's best player. I have said it previously. I think Michail Antonio, yes, Antonio and Bailey are two different players, two different kind of players, but I think Michail Antonio adds more value to any team that he plays for over Leon Bailey. Honestly, I think so. He wants game time, go bigger teams, a lot of competition. True, fair point, Travis. Fair point. Right move, but wrong team. I say that from day one, your West Ham would be great one. Hey, West Ham, if Bailey was at West Ham, trust me, man. Trust me. We'll finish 6 to 8 West Ham. That's entirely possible. They're currently in the top 4 now after 10 games being played. The 4th team to reach 20 points. As a matter of fact, Manchester United and Arsenal is behind them. You know who is doing well too? Brighton. Leeds is hovering just above the relegation zone. Not surprising, Norwich is at the foot of the table. Burnley and Newcastle occupy Norwich in the relegation zone. Villa in 15th and 10 points. 3 points above relegation, guys. Yo, Villa needs to get going now. Villa needs to get, I don't know if they need to bring in a player or two in January, right? They need to settle, Villa needs to settle, and they need to settle quickly. Because right now they are in the relegation battle. They are in the relegation battle. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Any decent team they come up against, they are struggling. Right? They looked poor against Watford in Bailey's first game when he had that assist. Right? They were poor against Watford. Poor against Watford. Poor. You people complain too much. Jamaican fans can't please Bailey make a good move for his career in the biggest league in the world. Travis, I think that yet to be determined. I think it was better for the player to stay at a Champions League contending in terms of a team in a top 5 league in Europe. Travis, let me explain to you what's the difficulty I'm having with the Bailey move, right? Travis, I have never seen a player who stars for a club last season, in my humble opinion, Bailey was Leverkusen's best player, I have never seen a player, right, who is the best player for a team that is in contention to qualifying for the Champions League in a top 5 league in Europe, right? Remember, Leverkusen is always either challenging, is either always making it into the Champions League or the Europa League. I've never seen a player star for a team of that caliber in a top 5 league in Europe and make a move to a Aston Villa, a team that at the very highest will be at the top end of the lower half of the table. Right? Villa, people say Villa had a good season last season, and how much they finished? 12th or 13th? Somewhere there about. Right? I don't think it was a good move, Travis. Look at Heung-Min Son, for instance. When Son was doing well for Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga, right? He made the move to Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur is a club that traditionally, they might be going through a rough patch right now, but traditionally it's a bigger club than Aston Villa, right? And at worst, you don't see Tottenham finishing in the lower half of the table. At worst, they might finish 8th or 9th or something like that, right? Right? At worst, Aston Villa might get relegated if things don't go well, if things don't go right for them. Right? I think a lot of people are looking at it from the perspective that Travis is looking at it from. They just wanted to see Bailey in the EPL. They just wanted to see him in the English Premier League. It don't look like them even business if it was even for Norwich City. Then they just want to see Bailey in England. And me not agree with that one there at all. Bailey is better than a Villa. Right? When Heung-Min Son went to England, the man never gone to Aston Villa. The man got Tottenham Hotspurs. No player stars for Bayer Leverkusen and then makes the move to Aston Villa. I think there are two things at play, right? For some reason, there was uncertainty around Leon Bailey's real and true ability. So even though the big teams were interested, they weren't so sure if he was worth the money. One, and two, I think if Bailey was a Brazilian or a French player or an American, even though there was uncertainty around the player, the bigger clubs would still have been more inclined to take the risk. But because Bailey is from a small market in Jamaica and there was uncertainty around whether or not he was worth it, the big clubs decided that, we're not so sure, right? For a player like Bailey to make a big move to a big club, he has to eliminate all doubt about his ability and about whether or not he's worth it. Because players from smaller market jurisdictions, I believe that is what they need to do to get bigger moves. Honestly, man, that's just my perspective on it. I don't see. I already read that from Jerry. West Ham have a system, that's why Antonio do well. Jamaica don't have a system of play, so Antonio not fit perfectly. Yet you can't judge him of one game playing for Jamaica. Yeah, I agree. Every right back in England, seeing the writing on the wall, commentator said Cash will play for Poland. Exactly. Tapana go welcome any players that will challenge his friend spot. And boy, Alves them are O'Neal a big time friend. Big time friend. Bailey's attitude was frequently brought up as a reason why bigger teams didn't want to sign him. Leighton, that was one of the reasons that created uncertainty surrounding the player as well. Arsenal was linked to the player and they backed out because it was reported that when they inquired about the player, there was questions around his attitude. I don't know why, but that was just the reality of the matter. Tennessee, I big up Travis. Tennessee, big up boss, big up man, big up. Right, we just completed the watch along. You guys want me to read out the stats? Let me share the stats. I'm going to use live score to share the stats quickly for the game. You know, and better, remember use, and second thought, remember use sofa score. I'm just going to go through the stats for the game quickly. And then, Aston Villa sofa score. Let me just bring up the stats for the game so that we can just look at the stats for the game, and also we can look at Bailey's stats and Antonio's stats. Look at the stats of the two Reggae Boyz. Right? All right, let me share the screen with you guys. Let me share the screen with you guys so that you guys can see the stats yourself. All right, so there you go. You guys seeing it, I believe. I think you guys are seeing it. There you go. Let me just remove Trevor's comment off the screen. Let me hide the banner as well so you guys can see the stats. Okay, let's go. So West Ham had 58 possession in this game to Aston Villa's 42. Not bad for Aston Villa considering that they played almost half a game with 10 men. West Ham had 21 total shots. Villa had 9 total shots. West Ham had 9 shots on target. Villa had 3 shots on target. West Ham had 5 shots off target. Aston Villa had 5 shots off target as well. West Ham had 7 block shots. Villa only had 1 block shot. Right? Corner kick 6 for West Ham. Aston Villa had 3. Offsides none for West Ham. Villa had 2. West Ham had 13 fouls. Aston Villa had 7. West Ham had 2 yellow cards. Villa had 1. No red card for West Ham, but we all know that Aston Villa had a man sent off. Big chances created. 3 big chances created to Aston Villa's 1. You know, the Declan Rice goal would not be considered a big chance created because it was a low probability chance that was brilliantly taken, you know, by Declan Rice with that long range shot that hit the back of the net. Big chances missed. 1 big chance missed for West Ham, none for Aston Villa. Villa hit the woodwork once. West Ham did not. Counter-attacks 3. For West Ham, Villa had no counter-attacks. Right? Counter-attack shots for West Ham 3. Villa had none. Right? 13 shots inside the box. Yo, that's a lot of shots inside the box from West Ham in a 13. Right? Villa only had 6 shots inside the box. Right? Shots outside the box 8. 1 of them hit the back of the net. So that's West Ham shots outside the box 8. Villa only had 3. Goalkeeper saves. West Ham goalkeeper made 2 saves, while Martinez for Villa made 4. Right? Passes. West Ham had 455 passes. Right? Aston Villa had 331 passes. West Ham had 377 successfully completed passes at 83%. Aston Villa had 245 successfully completed passes at 74%. Long balls, 55 attempted from West Ham, 24 was successful at 44%. And long balls for Aston Villa, we saw Aston Villa had a lot more long balls with 59 long balls, 22 were successful at 37%. Especially in the first half, Aston Villa was just sending it long because they couldn't break that initial line of pressure that West Ham was playing. Right? Crosses 16 for West Ham, 2 were successfully completed at 13%. So, you know, West Ham could have done better where that was concerned. You can't have a striker like Michail Antonio in the box and not giving him good crosses. And Villa attempted 15 crosses. 4 of them were successful. at 27%. If memory serves me right off the top of my head, 2 of those 4 went to Ollie Watkins right there. Right? So, the last, okay, these stats are important as well. West Ham lost possession 132 times. Villa lost possession 146 times. Duels won 51. Duels won by West Ham. 62 duels won for Aston Villa. Aerial duels won. 16 were won for West Ham. Aston Villa won 25. So those two departments, in terms of the duels, Aston Villa won more duels, right? That's for sure. You could see, even without the stats, you could see it, right? Tackles, 21 tackles, 21 tackles for West Ham, 16 for Aston Villa. Interceptions, 13 interceptions for West Ham. And I think that's one of the reasons why West Ham, got so many counter-attacks going in this game and was so dangerous on the counter, right? They made a lot of interceptions, which got them going in the attacking transition. Only 4 interceptions for Aston Villa. Clearances, 23 clearances for West Ham, 11 for Aston Villa. So that's it for the overall stats. Let me quickly look at the Reggae Boyz stats, right? So I'm going to bring up Leon Bailey's stats. Leon Bailey get a 6.9 from SofaScore. Is that so? That's incredibly generous. So let's look at Leon Bailey's stats first. Leon Bailey played 72 minutes, 1 shot on target. You remember that shot in the first half when he was on the right-hand side of the penalty box. It was a tight angle. It went straight to the goalkeeper. Powerful shot, venom behind the shot, but it was comfortable for the keeper, right? 1 shot blocked. 2 dribble attempts, neither were successful. 49 touches. 23 attempted passes, 16 were successfully completed at 70%, right? No key passes, 3 attempted crosses, none were successful. His final balls were terrible, man, right? Leon Bailey's final pass was terrible, right? Especially in the first half. Long balls attempted 1, none were successful. Ground duels, he attempted 9, he won 4. We saw especially in the second half. He had improved where that was concerned. Aerial duels, this is surprising. Aerial duels, he attempted 4, he won 3. Look at this stat though, guys. This is a very telling stat. This is a very, very telling stat. Very telling stat. He lost possession of the football 20 times in 72 minutes. So with 49 touches of the ball, he lost the ball nearly half the times that he had it in this game. 20 possessions lost. That is extremely high, right? A lot of that had to do with the fact that West Ham was not giving him a lot of time and space on the ball. They were getting very tight to him very quickly. And also the mere fact that on a number of plays they were doubling up on him as well, right? And I think, to be fair also, I think sometimes Cash could have done a better job. Not Cash, but the other fullback named Target could have done a better job, right? Making those supporting runs for Leon Bailey, right? So if Target was making those runs, right, to, kind of disrupt West Ham's efforts to double up on Bailey in terms of, if Target was making that overlapping run more often, in my humble opinion, there are a number of plays where I saw it was Leon Bailey against Bowen and the other right back there, Johnson, by himself. So if Target was doing a better job making those runs, right, it would have prevented the doubling up and enabled Leon Bailey to isolate a player, right? And also there's the whole element of link-up play, Leon being able to send Target in behind as well. But this is a worrying stat. 20 possessions lost. That is a worrying stat, right? Fouls 1, block shots 1, 0 interceptions, 4 tackles. So that's Leon Bailey's statistical output. Where my boss say? Jermila said, Formula, you're reading these stats, just bring back something to me. Some people say Jamaica is a counter-attacking team. When you finish this, I want to look at those stats since you are the Reggae Boyz. Boy, Jermila, I disagree now. I don't think Jamaica is a counter-attacking team, you know. I don't think those people who said that Jamaica is a counter-attacking team, me not see it. I think a lot of people get confused because they see us sitting back and soaking up pressure a lot. But our attacking transition in counter, me not see the purpose. Me not see purpose when we are transition the ball. Right? In those attacking transitions to counter. Me not see it, sir. Me not see it. So me not agree with that one there. And also, when we're soaking up pressure a lot and we get a hold of the ball, we just boot it up long. That is not anywhere we'll do. That is not a way to counter. Michail Antonio stats quickly before we get out of here. Minutes played, 90 minutes played. 1 shot off target. 1 shot blocked. Right? 4 dribble attempts, 1 successful. 40 touches. Right? When you strike off 40 touches in a game, that means he was very involved, Right? And we saw him dropping deep a lot. Right? To help to get his team up the pitch. And also to help other players around him making those forward runs as well, and we're playing off of him as well, right? And Michail won the first ball and the second balls on a couple of occasions and got his teammates in behind. So, we saw that as well, right? So 19 attempted passes, 15 were successful at 79%. 2 key passes. That's a very important stat. 2 attempted crosses, none successful. Yeah, his crossing is 2. I remember those 2 crosses. They were terrible crosses. Right? Those came mostly in the first half, I believe. 1 attempted long ball. It was unsuccessful. 1 big chance created for himself. Right? 12 ground duels won. No, 12 ground duels attempted, 4-1. 7 aerial duels attempted, 3-1. This is not a good stat either. Michail Antonio lost the ball 17 times. Right? Here's my thing. In key moments, right? When the team really needed Michail to step up today, he stepped up. In key moments, he added valuable contributions. But generally speaking, though, outside of those key moments, right, he could have done better, right? But there were some key moments, like that header to send Bowen in behind, I think, like that turn, right, to turn the defender and running and attracting the 3 Villa defenders and unbalancing the Villa defense and sending for, I think it was Bowen in behind as well. He sent Bowen, Lanzini, he sent in behind. Like that ball, that first ball that he had no business getting to, right? When he nicked it from the Aston Villa defender, got to it first and played Bowen in behind, and Bowen was brought down. So those key moments, Michail Antonio stepped up, and you could say from that perspective, he had a brilliant game. But, this is a worrying stat. He needs to do better where that is concerned. Can't lose the ball 17 times, right? Fouls 1. He was fouled once, 2 tackles, and he was dribbled past on 1 occasion. So, those are the stats, guys. Those are the stats. Reggae Boy versus Reggae Boy, right? Michail Antonio versus Leon Bailey. Michail Antonio and West Ham prevailing today, right? Truth be told, I suspected they would win. We sit back and soak up. We are a sit back and soak up pressure team. Agreed. Leighton Steele say, counter-attacking team is an assumption. There's no style of play. No overall strategy. The way he was passing the ball was careless. Yeah, I agree with that. But you can't deny the fact that in big moments, in key moments, he stepped up, man. He really stepped up. Leon Bailey did not get the time on the ball, same as Pepe for Arsenal. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But, you know, when you're playing at the highest level, it's not every game you'll get time on the ball. Look at Michail Antonio, for instance, right? Those key moments that I was referring to, right? If you really look at it, you know, Michail did not get a lot of time on the ball, you know. When he won that first ball and won that header, right, to send, if memory serves me right, he was bowling in behind, right? It was a fiercely contested header and he won it, right? When he turned the defender, yes, the defender got too tight and the defender got too tight from the wrong angle. That is true. But still, he, you know, Michail Antonio did not have a lot of space to operate with, and he still, you know, did well in that particular play. When he just got to that ball, when he nicked it off of the you know, right before the defender got to it, he just barely got there and nicked it to Bowen to get in behind, right? Not a lot of time and space on the ball, and he still was effective at this level, right? Especially when you're a dangerous player like Bailey. Teams are not going to give you a lot of time and space on the ball, so he has to, whether, you know, yes, I agree, the doubling up, Target could have done better to help him out where that was concerned, right? And Dean Smith probably needs to look at that as well, right? But there are a number of plays where, you know, he was not being given a lot of time and space on the ball, right? Yes, that's true, but Bailey still needs to do better, because I've seen games where Bailey has not been given a lot of time and space on the ball, and Bailey still thrived. I have seen those games. I have seen those games where Bailey did not get a lot of time and space, and he still thrived, right? So, you know, Bailey just had a bad game, to be fair, right? And he does need to improve. And at this level, they're not going to give you a lot of time and space on the ball. That's just facts, right? So, guys, you know, we're going to close off the watch along now. You know, thank you guys for being here with me today on the watch along. You know, I started the watch along series, and at one point in time, you know, the Reggae Boy watch along series, and at one point in time, we're doing a lot of watch alongs, right? We're doing watch alongs to our players in the championship, our players in the Premier League. Turgot out in Sweden. We did watch alongs to Kahim Paris in Slovenia. We did watch alongs to Norman Campbell, right, for Kukariki out in Serbia. We did watch alongs to our players in the MLS as well, right? But, you know, I've kind of not pursued it of late, because, you know, I need to start. I'm gonna get back to doing the watch alongs on a more consistent basis, but I need to sort out some things first. You know, the very last Reggae Boy watch along that I did in terms of following the players for their clubs was the Ravel watch along. And for those of you who are on that watch along with me, you guys saw what happened, you know, and the stream was abruptly ended. But, you know, don't worry, guys. We'll soon get back. I know, you know, some of you guys reached out to me and say you guys love the Reggae Boys watch along. I will get back to doing it again, but we need to sort some things out first, right? So, guys, again, thanks for being here with us today, man. It was a very good game, very exciting game. You know, the two Reggae Boy poster boys, if you like, going toe-to-toe with each other. Michail Antonio for West Ham prevailing over Leon Bailey over for Aston Villa. Michail Antonio had a good game. Leon Bailey not so much. Next time for Leon Bailey, right? And West Ham are now in the top 4. You know, doing well, continuing their good run of form this season. Leon Bailey's Aston Villa is edging closer to the relegation zone, right? So they need to get going, and they need to get going quickly. But guys, you know, thanks for joining me today. Big up all of the commenters. Big up all of those who silently watched. Big up all of those who joined us for the watch along today. It was much appreciated. So guys, stay safe, take care, and until next time.